Hey, what's up everyone? I hope you're all having a wonderful day or night. I hope you will enjoy today's video, so let's just get into it.
Behind every hot girl is an ugly man from her past who paid her back in trauma for her charity work.
Wow, that sounds really smart. Did you come up with all of that on your own? I'm not only asking because, like I've said, you sound really smart, but also because just a few days ago I've posted another one of you angels saying the exact same thing, word for word.
Behind every hot girl is an ugly man from her past who paid her back in trauma for her charity work.
Red flags you can spot about a guy in the first 5 minutes of talking to him, and if any of them are true, you should run for the hills. Part 6, let's go. The first one is if he height catfishes you. Yes, I mean lies about his height. I'm talking even a centimetre. The guy tells you he's 5'11", he shows up he's 5'10", height catfish. And if he's lying about his height, what else is he lying about? The second one, I know in my last video I said that if he asks for the Insta and not the number, then run. But the second point for this one is if he doesn't have Insta at all or social media. Like, come on, wake up. This is the 21st century, the age of social media. Get onto it. Why are you not on it? If you don't have Instagram or social media, that's just weird. Any guy not on social media is a red flag, so run. Like and follow for part 7.
I will not, this was more than enough. But you are in fact correct. I don't live my life on social media, so I am a walking red flag. I would in fact rather do anything else than go on social media. And that's crazy because I am doing this. But I do get it. If I ask for your Instagram to see exactly who I'm talking to, I am a red flag. If I don't have Instagram, I'm also a red flag. Why don't we both agree on the fact that I am a red flag and we should stay away from each other? And I could turn into a green flag and start following all the Instagram models, but we just reached the part where I don't care about any of that.
Okay, men, I have a question for you. Don't scroll. Women, you can chime in if you want to. I read today that men don't consider, they can't fathom dating the fantasy girl. No, not dating, marrying the fantasy girl. And you know who it is I'm talking about, men. It's the one you go out on dates with, and she does everything. And she does it because she likes it, and that's who she is fundamentally as a person. She's very active and likes to play out. I read that men want to marry the wholesome girl, the one that stays home with the kids, that one. So here's another question, 2 questions. Do you ever consider marrying the fantasy girl? And I know there's going to be guys who be like, oh yes, that's what we want. But do you really? I am admittedly both. So then where does that come in? Is that a thing? Can you be both?
Yeah, absolutely, yes you can. As long as you're being both for the same man. A lady in the streets and a freak in a bed and all that. But I'm gonna go on a limb here and say you're not that. If you were, you would not have to read that somewhere. You would be looking at your own life and at all the men that wanted to marry you. So the problem is not really if you're my fantasy girl. The problem only shows up when you're the entire block's fantasy girl.
You know when you just like meet someone that's so hot and you look at them and you're like, how are you still single? And then like something happens and you realize, oh, okay, like this is it. So that's what meeting me is like.
Yeah, I'm sure it is. That's also me every time I look at myself in the mirror. Like, oh damn, look at that. That's why. And just like you, I make it even worse when I start talking.
Are you really about to tell me that you don't have that person that you swear you're gonna date, but like you guys don't talk and you guys know each other exists, but nobody wants to make the first move? To the mans that I'm waiting for, I will not make the first move. I will wait. I will wait to the grave. I will be on my second husband, still waiting for you to make the first move. Like at this point, if you're not making the first move, then you're losing your chance because women do not make the first move. I stand by this statement. Women don't make the first move. I don't care if you disagree.
I'm not even gonna try to disagree because I also don't care. But I do have a question. Do the men you're waiting for even know you exist? And even if they do, maybe they're just not interested in making the first move. You can also disagree because I know it's hard to hear, but not every man that you want might want you. And once again, I'm gonna have to read what she said. It's 7 p.m. on a Friday night, you are healed in your bag, and no one's dusty sun is stressing you out. So I'm guessing it's the don't need no man type of queen. Yeah, that's great. Leave us all the dusties alone.
Hey, I just want to know, where are the men 35 and plus? Because I'm notorious for dating men younger than me. And I realize this, and sometimes it's good, but I'm really looking for someone who could, meet me where I'm at. And so I did a thing. I downloaded a dating app. I know. Men my age, they look like they're 60. Look, your girl's still real active. She's feisty. She's full of life. I'm 38, but I have sometimes the energy of an 18-year-old. Okay? And I need that back. But they ain't in my town. That's all I gotta say.
Oh, well, what a shame. I'm sure they would have had a lot of fun with someone being as feisty as you are. But then again, I thought you don't need no one's dusty son. What happened? Is it that hard to be feisty with someone when there's no one to be feisty with?
Dating when you have self-worth changes everything. Last night I went on a date with a guy and I thought, you know what? He's got no red flags. He's got potential. So I texted him this morning and said, "Nice date. Would you like to do it again?" To which he replied, "No." Years ago, before I did any healing work, any work on my self-worth, that would have seen me running a mile from the dating scene and not doing it again for a while. But now I have self-worth and I know that it's not personal.
Yeah, that's fine, except it is personal. I get it, you call yourself mindset mastery. I'm guessing you're selling courses on how to improve and heal and all that. But every rejection, it is personal. It's about you. How you handle rejection, how you handle your ego, that will make the difference between a healed person and an unhealed person. How soon you're willing to put yourself back into dating, that's what makes the difference. But that's just me, and I'm far from being an expert. What do you guys think?
After long, hard, stressful, painful deliberations, I have decided that starting today, I will be outside for Hot Girl Summer. If you want to find me, I'll be in the streets with my 10 boyfriends because men are not and none of you deserve bad bitches. My earring fell out.
Right back at you. Well, let me make sure I got this right. You're a bad bee, and men ain't ish. And for that alone, you're gonna go back to the streets? Cause I get it. Winter, it's cold, blah blah blah. But because men ain't ish, you're gonna get trained by a few of them every night in a club or in a bar or behind some dumpsters because you're a bad bee. Well, be the best you can be then.
Nobody's going to tell you this, so I will. If you reconnect with an ex during Mercury retrograde and it's during the solar eclipse with the Aries new moon, you might just develop a deeper bond with them rather than just like doing the little merry-go-round thing that we normally do with Mercury retrogrades, because this is a doozy.
So is it a good doozy or a bad doozy? I know you guys got pretty tired with all this, and I'm gonna try to stop posting them, but they make me laugh. Not to mention that they make me feel like I'm 5 years old once again. Mom, what's a doozy? Mom, what's a retrograde full Aries moon? Mom, what's the crazy lady talking about? But I know I'm probably the only one having fun, and I'm gonna stop posting them.
I drove my friend 3 hours away to meet her online crush, and he rejected her SMH.
I bet that's gonna be a fun drive back. But anyway, this is gonna be it for today. As always, I do hope you enjoyed the video. If you didn't, I still appreciate you for making it this far. Thank you all so much for watching. Stay safe, and I will see you in the next one.